What's up, guys? Welcome back to Disciplined Pat's Disciplined Weightlifting. On today's edition, we're going to be talking about accessory work. So, what do I mean by accessory work? So in my program, I do two kinds of accessory work. So I do direct accessory work, which is going to be stuff like pulls, high pulls, overhead movements like jerks from the rack, presses, strict presses, behind the neck work, stuff like that. And then I do the kind of stuff that keeps me healthy. I call that accessory work. So this is going to be two different kinds. There's 3 days of my program are Olympic days where I do snatch and clean and jerk. Those are going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And on those days, I do stuff that's going to really try to keep my body super healthy. So what are the main areas we want to keep healthy? Our lower back, our shoulders and rotator cuff, and our hips. So for lower back work, I do Jefferson curls. If you guys look back on the Disciplined Pat's playlist, you're going to see a Jefferson curl tutorial. But essentially, it's going to be working on the movement of the spine. The spine is designed to move. The Jefferson curl actually kind of helps build that movement in the spine. And we're always in extension for weightlifting, so we want to kind of build that flexion, build that tolerance in our back so we're not getting injured. For my rotator cuffs, I do two things. I do Cuban presses. It's going to be a high pull plus a rotation in the shoulders, and that's going to help build the rotator cuff a little more. I also do YIT holds and transition between those two, and then a W hold. So W is going to be holding plates in this position while laying flat on the ground, head nice and neutral. And that's just going to help build my rotator cuff so that I can handle the volume of overhead that I'm doing. The next thing I'm going to do is for my hips. For those, I'm going to do prone bridges. So I'm going to basically do like a Chinese plank where I have my feet up on a bench and my upper back supporting the other bench and hold that position with squeezing my butt, bringing my hips really high. I'm also going to do leg lifts in that position, so pulling my legs towards my face in those positions is going to help really work on my hip flexors and make sure I'm nice and flexible and loose in there, so I'm not developing too much tightness in those positions and I'm staying very strong and mobile in those positions. So that's what I do on my Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On my Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I have powerlifting days. So on those days, I'm going to be doing a lot of bodybuilding accessories, but because I'm doing such heavy weight in the actual training part, the accessory lifts are going to be body weight. So that's going to be push-ups, pull-ups, dips, stuff like that. That's going to help get me more volume and build the muscle in the areas that I need, but without adding extra tonnage to my program every week. I also work on my core in those days. So I'll do a lot of planks, a lot of hanging leg lifts, side planks, stuff that's going to hit my obliques and make sure that I'm not overly rotating on one side or the other side, so on and so forth. And those stuff are really going to help me emphasize my core and make sure I'm really strong and stable in the positions I need to be in for weightlifting. So I hope that helps. Try to structure your program very similar to that, where you're doing accessory lifts, and your weightlifting will be way happier and healthier. Until next week, I've been Disciplined Pat, and this is Disciplined Pat's Disciplined Weightlifting. I'm out.